Alright, it's the Les Paul, so it must be Wednesday, and this one, as you can see, is in a fabulous Fireburst finish, and it's from 2009, and it's got lots of nice stuff on it. But I also want to talk to you about just buying tips in general for a Les Paul. So, let's have a listen to this one first, and then I shall tell you what I can. Let's go. Pick up time and starting with the 498T in the into the centre. Into the 490R. Fabulous. Let's see how it cleans up. Starting with the neck, not with the neck at all, starting with the bridge here. Into the centre. And onto the neck. Intonation. Right, okay, so look round. Right, it's a 2009 Gibson Les Paul Studio in Fireburst, as you can see. Fabulous guitar, really, really well made. It's got some nice gold bits on it. And we'll just have a very quick look at this, but I do want to talk to you mostly about looking out for what you're buying for and values. So, around the back, we've got some nice gold finished Gibson Deluxe Clusen style tuners. The the serial number is reassuringly faint, as it always is with Gibsons, and of course with it being all black it's probably a bit tricky to see on here, but anyway, obviously you're always going to look around this area because that's where that's their fragile point, their weak bit, and always this area here where the neck meets the body. The body of course is mahogany with a maple cap. We can't see the change in the grain because it's all black, and there are a couple of nibbles out of this one. There's a bit of something there, but with it being black you can't see it really, and there's a bit of something around here. It's a little dink out of it there. A little bit of play wear, a little bit of pick wear on here. I don't think these didn't come with a scratch plate. I like a scratch plate personally, but that's, you know, just down to personal choice. Anyway, it's a nice guitar with nice gold hardware. It's reassuringly worn here, so it's had a bit of playing. There's a few pick marks on the top here. A little bit down there. You could probably buff those out, I suppose, but I wouldn't bother. So gold stop-down, gold tunematic, gold finished humbucker shrouds there with nice cream rings, poker chip and switch tip with some gold speed knobs. So, yes, it's a primitive burst, as you can see. Beautiful, isn't it? Lovely. Right, that's that. So, generally speaking, a regular studio like this, 2009, so it's 16 years old now, you will pay somewhere between 850 and 1,000 quid, depending on colour and condition and the year. So year-wise, some people prefer the pre-2004 ones that came from the Goodwood era. What was that, from about 1990s, 2004 was called the Goodwood era. So they come in a variety of finishes. Some colours are less expensive and some are more expensive. If they're a fancy one, a special edition, you know, like the Gibson Les Paul Menace, then you're going to pay a premium for that, or any of the fancy runs that they did. And really, the first thing that I look for is I like to have a scan through the photos, and if I just see anything that looks out of place, that just always makes me wonder. And apart from the fact that it does raise a red flag for me, also, if you're going to buy one, try and buy one that's absolutely as original as possible, because if you decide at some point you want to move it on, that's always going to be your best way to get your money back, because people do like originality. You might decide after a couple of years of ownership of the Les Paul that it's no longer for you and that you want to try playing Fenders instead, and the best way to get your money back is by having it all original. So this one that I was looking at, the first thing that I saw, that I noticed, was the tuning keys were wrong. The tuning machines were wrong. They looked pretty much the same, but they said Cluson Deluxe and not Gibson Deluxe. And although that probably happened from time to time, it's not a regular feature. Normally we do see Gibson on it. Also, there was a little American flag on it here, and I could see a little line. Well, it could have been a light reflection, but it didn't look like one. And just with the American flag there and this line that I could see, it just made me think headstock brake. And the description was very, very minimal. It just said Gibson Les Paul, plays very well. That was it, more or less. So look out for things like that. Obviously you're going to look for breaks, cracks and repairs. If you want to buy a new one now, you will pay the thick end of 1,500 quid. I think the Andertons are flogging off the last of the black ones that they've got for 1,300. So, as I say, you will pay, generally speaking, for one in reasonable nick, between 850 and 1,000 quid, depending upon year, colour, desirability, scarcity. All of those things are taken into consideration. But certainly, study the photos thoroughly. If anything looks wrong, ask a friend, ask an expert to see what they think. If you can go and see it in person, that's always best. And if you can take a cynical friend with you, that's worth money on its own. And sometimes I do think that it's probably actually worth buying from a dealer or a shop, because that way you've always got recourse to getting your money back if for any reason it's incorrect. So with all of that said, I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you all ever so much for tuning in as always, and I shall look forward to seeing you on the next one. Adios amigos. Ta-ra.